Hi everyone, Bear from Bear Reads Books. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to me. I know it's been a long time. It has literally been months since I posted to this channel. And this is me welcoming me back and welcoming you back. It has been a long time. I think it's been close to, or a little over 5 months. So this video is a hi. I'm not saying goodbye, I'm not going away again, I hope. But this is a hello video and a welcome video. But also to give you a little bit of an update about what I've been doing, where I've been, what's happened to me. But first of all, I am okay. Nothing bad has happened. I haven't gotten sick or nothing terrible has happened. I really just ran completely out of steam in 2020. So let me explain some of the things that happened throughout the year that led to me not posting videos. I also want to talk about the things that I missed out on, and there were so many great things in BookTube, but also on this channel and other people's channels that I completely missed. And also my reading patterns for that last part of 2020 that you just didn't get to see, and what that means for 2021. So a lot to catch up on. If it's just me rambling a bit, I'm not talking specifically today about any particular books. I will rack up quite a few videos in the next few weeks just to give you those updates that everyone else is doing, like best books of 2020, worst books of 2020. I really do want to do those before I get to the point where those kind of videos just seem irrelevant because you've gotten to March or April and I really shouldn't be talking about 2020 anymore. So I really do want to do some of those videos. As you can see, I'm back in my garden. The garden looks lovely and green, it's cool, the breeze is blowing, there's birds galore. So again, I'm going to try and do a lot of videos in the garden this year. But let's talk about what happened in 2020. I'm not talking about politically, because it was a mess. I'm not talking about socially, that was also a mess. We're just talking about me. So I think I got to the point of I was a judge for the BookTube Prize. I got to the point at the end of the BookTube Prize. I finished all my books. I did my judging priorities and my lists, and I completely shut down. I didn't even get to the point of posting a reaction video to the winner or an explanation video about my last round of reading. I simply submitted my vote and disappeared into the ether. So that was kind of the end for me, which would have been about October or even September. So the last video was me reading outside of that BookTube Prize. So there was a couple of Australian books that I did a little review on that I liked. So that was about the time frame. The reason why that was, and I think those final BookTube rounds were really big, and some of the stuff that fell out of the non-fiction rounds specifically, really challenging reads, really big books, challenging reads, challenging themes, and they really challenged my idea of what non-fiction should be. And like most of us, we just don't read enough non-fiction. So me doing the BookTube Prize was a great idea because I was reading books that I simply never would have picked up and read. So when I got to the end of that, I just didn't feel like reading anymore. So what happened was I switched off all of my devices. I switched off, not switched off the YouTube, I stopped posting to YouTube. My only interaction with reading and books came through audiobooks, and it was like that for probably 3 months, probably right through to the beginning of December. I was audiobook only. In the car, while I was out running or exercising, it was audiobook only. And I churned through quite a lot of audiobooks in that way, but I didn't physically pick up a book, open a book of any kind in that 3 months, including ebook or physical paper book. I didn't pick up any. So I missed out on quite a bit. It was audiobook only, and I just worked through stuff that I already had on my list of things I wanted to read. I just found them in audiobook version. So that's how the end of my year played out, and it wasn't until December, when work started to slow down a bit, lockdowns started to ease up a bit, at least in Australia, that I that I came to my senses a little bit and picked up a book and read a few books in December, actual books in December, over and above the audio books that I had been doing. So that's kind of how the year played out. Really a strange year. So even with that drop off in activity and that restriction just to audiobooks, I ended up with a final tally for 2020 of, I think, 83 books completed, which is much larger than any other year of my reading life ever. So it was still my biggest year of reading ever, at 83 books. And that is a phenomenal thing, largely driven by the BookTube Prize, because I continued my own personal reading goals in and around that BookTube Prize reading, as well as I was doing a uni course, which still going, and there was some reading involved in that, so I had novels and things to read there. So 83, I'm very, very happy with that. But I think I, in the end, put myself under too much pressure. But saying that, I've signed up for the BookTube Prize again this year. Yay! And that starts right now, as of today, the announcement. So February 1st, that'll be kicking off. And I've just received my list of books today, which I'll do a separate video about. So really happy with my reading goals. It was just that last part where personally for me, the wheels completely fell off, and I just felt like that I'd put myself under too much pressure. Work was really busy, family was really busy. Nothing negative or bad was happening or going on. It was just something had to give to just give me a little bit more breathing space. And unfortunately it was you. So no videos, but the reading continued, which I'm very, very happy with. I mean, I think if my headspace got to the point where I simply stopped reading everything and didn't talk to you, I think that's a very big indicator that there's something wrong in my life. But I didn't. I kept my reading up. I kept discussing reading with my friends and my family. I just wasn't posting videos, so I just removed that little portion. So what did I miss? I missed out on a lot because I happened to stop. I mentioned that I stopped immediately after finishing my last BookTube Prize book and casting my vote for the BookTube Prize non-fiction final. I stopped reading right there. So that means I missed BookTube Prize reaction videos, BookTube Prize, book reviews of the finalists and the winners. I missed Booker Prize, so I have read a few of the Booker long list, short list, and I have some surprising things to tell you about that, which I'll try and do a video about before it becomes completely irrelevant as well. So there was some Booker reading in the audiobook sphere. But I missed all of that. I missed talking to people about it. But sadly, I also missed my 1 year anniversary. I hit the 1 year mark for my channel and just let it slide by without a discussion, without a book review, without a video, without anything. So I'm now at 1 year and 5 months, and yay, happy 1 year and 5 months. So I never actually celebrated the fact that I'd been on YouTube for an entire year. And about that, I wanted to thank those subscribers that didn't hit the unsubscribe button in the 5 months that I was just missing in action. It's so easy when you're doing a channel cleanup, and I do this myself, that when you go to clean up your channel that you hit, Bear hasn't posted for 5 months, he's obviously given up on BookTube, boom, unsubscribe. And I'm really pleased that so many, the very, very high percentage of people that subscribe to my channel are still subscribers. And I thank you so much for hanging around. My content will keep coming because I am continuing to read. And that's the main thing I wanted to tell you today, is please hang in there while I get my crap together again and start posting interesting videos and book reviews and things like that. So thank you. Not too many of you pressed unsubscribe, but it was a constant thought in the back of my mind that I'd put all this effort into building this great subscriber base for me to then switch off and provide no content, and for all of my subscribers to go. I didn't want to let you down, so thank you for not doing that horrible cleanup and letting me go. There's so much great content on BookTube that in that 5 months I watched lots of BookTube videos and commented on a couple of videos, not too many, but I pretty much stayed away for the most part. But I missed all the things that happened in October. So I missed Victober, all the readathons that happened in that second half of the year. So when I started thinking about my goals for 2021, and I've watched a few other people's videos where they've just said, considering the dumpster fire that was 2020, what they want to make of 2021 is a year without too many goals. And I think that's a fine goal in itself, is just to take yourself less seriously and to just enjoy your reading and just talk about it. So that's my goal, is to re-engage with you, provide you lots of content, provide you lots of things to discuss about books and about reading and about the lives we live as readers. And that's about it for my goals for 2021. So something really light for you, something really light for me, as we recover from, as I said, the dumpster fire that was 2020. I hope you're all well, and I hope wherever you are in the world, that your reading continues and that you're enjoying your reading, that you've found beautiful things to read and to discuss with other people. I have some of the best books I read in 2020 were those audio books that I read at the end of the year, and I do want to do a best of 2020 video very, very soon. And there were some amazing books in 2020. I'm going to give you a little teaser of what that best of list is going to be about. Is Australian books for the win, baby. In 2020, so many great Australian books in 2020. And I don't usually participate in Aussie April because I'm reading Australian fiction all the time anyway, but you should read more Australian fiction. There were some winners, absolute winners in 2020. And so far in 2021, I have read some incredible books. Not Australian, not yet, but I've read some amazing books in 2021 that have so uplifted me as I prepared to hit go on this camera and start talking to you again. The books that I've read so far have just provided me with so much hope that the books that we have available to us are absolutely magical. I think I've rambled on enough to say that I'm back. There's going to be more content coming about the things I'm reading and about hopefully discussing some really great books coming up in 2021. As I said, I have joined the BookTube Prize as a judge again, which will kick off in the next week or so. So we'll be talking lots about that as well. I'll hopefully bring in some different topics, not just the books I've read, but maybe some interesting things about reading life. So some more non-book related, but more about the art of reading itself. So maybe some videos about that as well. But as for goals, it's just nice to be back. And that's my goal. Have a great day, everyone. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.